welcome to my channel, DIY Craft Hub. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a doily bauble. We're going to be using small paper doilies, some paper clips, a piece of card, some glue and some string, and optionally you can also use some beads. So let's get started. Each of these baubles requires 20 of these doilies, but I make them in 2 halves. So we're going to start with 10. And to start with, all we need to do is fold each one in half. I like to take the decorative pattern and match it up as I fold it. So you can see that matches up there. And then those are the same. So when you stick them together, they all match up. So I'm going to fold the rest of those in half. So now they're all folded in half, I'm going to make a template using my spare bit of card. As you can see, I've already drawn lines on here. So what I've done is drawn a line that matches up each end. I've then drawn a line using your ruler if you want, or you could just fold these in half to give you the measurement. That is halfway, so I've drawn a line on my template there as well. And as you can see, I also have 2 dotted lines either side. So that is the halfway point again. So for our first lot of gluing, we're going to open up our doily, place it on our template, and the glue is going just on the central line. So I have my doily all lined up on its little template, and I'm taking some tacky glue. I shall link below. This glue works really well for these kinds of projects. I have tried this with a glue gun, but I found actually it came undone, popped undone, so I wasn't very happy about that. So this glue is perfect. So I'm going to just go up to the decorative bit and then do a tiny little blob just past the decorative holes, because if you go over the holes, you're just going to get glue everywhere. Fold that. That's your first one. You're going to do this for all 10. Line it up. A little line of glue up the central line, like so. The reason I have made a template for these is because I'm a stickler for things being perfect and neat and tidy. So this way you know that all your glue lines are in exactly the same place, which makes for a much more professional look once you've finished it. So again, little blob. So I'm going to do that for all 10. I'll come back to you when I have finished those. Okay, so once you have all 10 of them glued down the centre, I'm going to place it back onto our template, and we're now using the lines either side of the centre line. So again, just put your glue up until the decorative spot as much as you can. If there's a little space like that, put a blob of glue there and there. Do that on both sides. And then place your next one neatly on top. So we're going to do that again for all 10 on the template. You don't have to use a template, you could just eyeball it, but as I said, I like it to be really neat. These little things like templates really satisfy an itch in me. I really enjoy it. So do that for all 10. So now I've glued all 10 together. It's the trickiest bit of all, waiting for it to dry. So I shall come back to you when that's dry. So it's almost dry, and now what I'm going to do is add a strip of glue just down the middle here, not too much, just a little bit, and then I'm going to rub that in with my finger. So that just holds the middle together, a bit like a notebook. Then you can pop a peg on each end and just let that dry. So as this is 1/2, I have also made another one. The two of these together will make a full bauble. Along here has now dried. Take off the clips. Now when you open these up, I have actually opened these ones and fiddled with them a little bit, but full disclosure, if you get tiny little blobs of glue going through the holes, they will sort of be a little bit stuck like this. You have to gently tease them apart until you have them just right, like this. Now I'm going to glue these two together. The reason I do them in 2 halves is because of this glue line along here, which really does help to keep them together. If you do it as one big one like that, it actually gets really difficult to open, so I like to do it in 2 halves. So I'm now going to glue these together using exactly the same method. Little blob there. And then place those together and let them dry. We're nearly there. While that's drying, I'm going to make the cord. So I want it to be a little bit longer than the bauble itself, so I can hang some beads off the bottom. So I should give that a snip. Now it's time to choose some beads. So I've chosen some beads that match the colour of my cord. I'm going to thread them on now. Oops, they don't run away from me. I just need to go and find my needle. Hold on one moment. So I have threaded my beads onto my cord, tied a little knot, and just brushed out the ends a little to make it look like a tassel. And they will be going at the bottom of the bauble. I'm going to attach this now with a little bit more glue. Just going to put a little bit at the top. And place my thread there in the middle. So in order to keep these as something you can reuse every year, instead of now gluing it open, you can use your paper clips. So if you gently tease it open, find your center point and just slide on. This is fiddly because it's delicate, but slide on your paper clip. That will keep it closed. You just pop that to the back and you have your reusable bauble. And then when you've finished with it and you want to pop it away, you just slide your paper clip off, close it back up. You can pop it in an envelope and keep it again for next year. So there we have it, our lovely hanging bauble. I've made another one here. They're really pretty, really easy, lovely and fun to make. Great way to spend an evening. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe and follow for more tutorials. And I shall see you again soon.